Be 2 weeks ready. Unit 4. Follow along on Toolkit, page 12.
Unit 4, Water Plan. A water plan shows you how to gather and store enough water for 14 days and make it safe to drink without modern conveniences. Quick start steps. Safety considerations. How much water do you need? How to store water. How to sanitize water. Other considerations. Safety considerations. Potable means safe to drink. Potable water that's not contaminated and is safe to use for drinking, brushing your teeth, food preparation, and hygiene. People and animals should only consume potable water. Rivers, streams, ponds, and lakes might be contaminated with livestock waste, human sewage, chemicals, and other contaminants that can lead to illness. Avoid water that contains floating matter. Avoid water that has an odor or dark color. Avoid water contaminated with fuel or toxic chemicals, since it can't be made safe by boiling or disinfection. Never use floodwater. Water typically weighs 8.3 pounds per gallon. Store it where you can reach it and move it. Never use pool cleaning tablets for drinking water. If you are unsure if your water is safe, do not use it. How much water do you need? The average person uses about 80 to 100 gallons of water per day for indoor home uses. How much water you need to be 2 weeks ready depends on several factors. Each person will need water each day for drinking, meal preparation, and cleanup, and personal hygiene. The amount of water you'll need will also be impacted by the kinds of foods you plan to eat. Pasta, oatmeal, baby formula, powdered milk, etc., and if you have pets. Recommended water storage is 1 gallon per person per day. Some pets will need more water than others. Track how much water your pet uses in a day and store that amount. You may store a 12 pack of 20-ounce bottles, or a 1 gallon bottle, or a 5 gallon bottle. How to store water. Storing water for use during a disaster is critical. Just like with food, it can be difficult to find extra space to store your emergency water supply. Store what you can and keep in mind the following. Store water where everyone in the household can access it. If possible, store water in a dark, dry, consistently cool space that stays at relatively constant temperature, 50 to 70 Fahrenheit or 10 to 21 degrees Celsius. Treat your water if you have any concerns. If possible, do not store it in direct sunlight. Do not store water near chemicals, fuel, pesticides, herbicides, or products with strong odors that can be absorbed by the storage container and transferred to the water. If possible, store parts of your water supply throughout your living space, so if disaster damages part of your living space, you can still access other parts of your water supply. Store some water in your freezer to create jugs of ice that can be used in a cooler when transporting food and provide safe drinking water as they melt. Storing water up high can be dangerous because it could fall during an earthquake or be difficult to move. Some creative spaces where you can store water include under beds and sinks, in cabinets and closets, behind books on bookshelves, in garages and storage sheds, under car seats. How to sanitize water. When in doubt about water's quality, purify it. There are 5 main ways to purify water. Most of these methods are low cost, and you likely already have some supplies. See page 68 for step-by-step instructions on each of these methods. Boiling. Boil water for at least 1 minute. In most cases, this is the safest method of treating water. Filtration. This mechanically removes contaminants from the water. Carefully follow the manufacturer's instructions for your water filter. Water purification tablets. National Sanitation Foundation, or NSF, approved products are recommended. These tablets are small, lightweight, and inexpensive. Be sure to follow instructions closely. Chemical disinfection. Iodine and tablets containing iodine or unscented bleach. Follow the manufacturer's instructions on the label or package. Note, water disinfected with iodine is not recommended for people who may be pregnant, people with thyroid issues, or those with hypersensitivity to iodine. No one should continuously use iodine for more than a few weeks at a time. Distillation. Water that has been boiled into vapor and condensed back into a liquid in a separate container. Other considerations. Powdered drink mixes, like Kool-Aid or Crystal Light, can improve the taste of disinfected water. It's a good idea to keep some with your water supply. Soft drinks, caffeinated beverages like coffee and tea, and alcohol should not be substituted for water in your calculation of water needs. Reduction in water supplies can result in poor livestock performance and condition. Locating additional sources of stock water becomes critical to avoid damage to both animals and range resources. There are activities on pages 65 through 74.